Welcome to the blog!
It's the blog edition of Sports Frenzy,
Yes.
because when it's too long for the show, there's always the Sports Frenzy blog.
Love the blog. So excited. Okay. Texas Rangers outfielder Josh Hamilton. 2012 season now includes his first career 4 home run game. All of them 2-run shots. It marked the 16th 4 home run game in Major League history. Congratulations,
Wow,
Josh.
Congratulations, man. That's an accomplishment right there.
I can't imagine getting up to bat 4 times and hitting home runs all 4 times. Good grief.
Yeah, no doubt.
Gee, many crickets. And, oh boy. This bounty thing just is non-ending.
Here we go again.
I don't know about you, Tim. I'm getting tired.
The biggest news around for a long time.
I am getting tired of talking about it.
Well, it's big news. I mean, it's a lot going on with it right now.
I know there's a lot going on with it, but it's just like every week. I think, okay, that's it. We're not going to have to talk about it again. No. More information.
Yeah. It's not going to go away for a while, I don't think. There's a lot of issues going on with this.
Yes. So,
for example, the players.
Former Saints defensive lineman Anthony Hargrove describes in a sworn statement how he was told by ex-defensive coordinator Greg Williams and current New Orleans assistant head coach Joe Vitt to deny the existence of a bounty program to NFL investigators. In a document obtained Monday, Hargrove acknowledged that he acted on Williams and Vitt's instructions to play dumb if asked whether he was aware of bounties being placed on former Minnesota quarterback Brett Favre or any other players.
Yeah, and then I believe they were saying, I heard a comment about that if we just don't feed into this, it'll go away because they're just out to get us right now.
Yeah.
So, very interesting. It's a mess in Saints land, no matter how you look at it.
Yes.
We're talking about how, I think you have a piece about this too, how, bounties were okay in the league back in the day.
Yep.
It was a different league then.
Yep.
And repeatedly the Saints were told, are you doing this? Are you doing this? Because you can't be doing this. You can't be doing this. And they continue to deny it. Here we are.
Mm-hmm. One of the biggest messes ever.
This organization is in big trouble.
They are. And more information. Saints linebacker Jonathan Vilma and 3 other players suspended in the NFL's investigation of New Orleans' cash for hits bounty system challenged their punishments Monday. All 4 players in the union argued that no appeal should be heard before NFL Player Association grievances are resolved, questioning NFL commissioners Roger Goodell's authority to discipline the players and to hear their appeals. Vilma's appeal also states the NFL has not presented any evidence linking him to a system in which players were paid to injure opponents.
That's the big thing. From what I'm hearing, all 4 players want to know exactly why them and what they did in all this. I guess they've been not given any clear explanation as to why. They've just been flat out suspended, no explanation, no nothing. Apparently the players' union's not satisfied with this either because they're standing behind them. They got support from the union. They're also saying, one of the other points the union's bringing up is that Roger Goodell alone does not have that power to be able to do this all by himself. So it continues to be messy, and we'll see what happens here.
Well,
I'm kind of curious as to why these 4 guys, how they particularly got targeted.
Yeah, and why the one guy is a year suspension and the other ones are just like 3 or 4 or only like half the season.
You know, I'm not sure myself about the details on all that. So it'll be interesting to hear exactly what's going on with that.
Yeah. Yep. Well, and then Chris Carter Wednesday comes out and says he put bounties on opposing players as a form of protection during his 16-year NFL career. He's a former Minnesota Viking All-Pro receiver. He says, and I quote, "I'm guilty of bounties. I mean, first time I've ever admitted it, but I put a bounty on guys before." Carter told show hosts Mike Hill and Mark Schlertz, "I put bounties on guys. If a guy tries to take me out, a guy takes a cheap shot on me, I put a bounty on him right now," emphasizing that there was no intent to injure an opponent, as the NFL alleged was the case in the Saints' pay-for-pain system. Carter acknowledged that using the term bounty may have been a poor choice of words on his part. Bounty protection system. He would buy. Basically, what it was if he gave an example of, this one player said, "I'm going to hurt you tonight. I'm going to hurt you tonight." He'd go to some of his other players, his other teammates, and be like, "Hey man, this guy's saying he's going to injure me. Can you, watch him and watch my back, so make sure he doesn't, injure me." And there was never, he said that there was never any money exchanged afterwards. He said that basically what it was that, if John Smith over here watched my back and protected me from getting injured, next game, after the game, I'm going to buy him dinner. Or I'll make sure that, the next practice in his locker, I got his favorite, Gatorade in that locker or something like that. So, and like Tim was saying earlier, that was back in a different system. And even other players from way back then said that there was bounties back then. But that was a different type of a bounty. That was, if I got an interception, they give me a little extra money for that making that great play, or if I sack that quarterback, great play, here's a little extra cash. There was never an intent to injure players back then.
Yep.
So
it was a different league back.
It was.
It wasn't the bounty system that we're looking at now.
Yeah, where, oh man, I'm going to rip that guy's head off, or oh, I'm going to take his knees out, or oh, I'm going to make sure I give him a concussion. So, we shall see what happens with this whole bounty thing. Hopefully, hopefully there's no other teams doing it, because, oh boy, I don't know how much more bounty talk I can handle. Well, on positive notes here, congratulations goes out to Megatron.
Oh, yes.
Making the 2013 cover of Madden Football. Congratulations.
Yeah, very cool indeed.
So, now Tim, explain to everybody, because I'm even confused. What is the Madden superstition?
Madden curse?
Yes.
The Madden curse has been known in the past that any player that has graced the Madden cover has either had a really bad season or been injured, had either a season-ending injury or something on that order. So, I mean, there have been people in the past that have said, no, I don't want to be on that cover. Thanks, but no thanks. So, it's just it's a superstition, and it's coincidental. There have been some cases. And hey, it's the Lions, so you never know.
This is true. This is true.
But anyway, congratulations anyway. It's cool that he got the cover.
Yes, very exciting.
Great news for the Lions for a change.
Let's see. Trying to real quick do some research here, see if I can get some stats. See what I can find on here. I'll have to do some research for the recap show later this week. Cause it's going to take me a few minutes here to do a little research. And WWE Wrestling. Brock Lesnar quits WWE. Now, whether this is a storyline or if he actually is quitting WWE, I don't know. All I know is Paul Heyman came out on Monday and said Brock Lesnar quits WWE and you will never see him in WWE ever again.
18 seconds.
18 seconds. That's how long his stay was in the WWE, wasn't it, Tim?
Just about, yep.
18 seconds. Oh, no, that was his knockout in UFC. That's right.
Well, I say good riddance. Who cares about Brock Lesnar? I surely don't.
Yeah, I was a little excited when he first came back, but it was very short-lived. You
can't bring back Goldberg, but you can bring back Brock Lesnar.
That's right.
Goldberg whooped on Brock Lesnar, so,
Goldberg beat me up. I'm gonna leave the WWE. I had to make fun of Brock a little bit there, but well, that's all the info I have for you this week. I'll see how much more I can come up with next week.
Good stuff.
Thank you. That's my morning ritual, by the way, is waking up in the morning, drinking my cup of coffee, turning on ESPN on my computer, just searching the web for any interesting
stuff. Yeah, they're in our stories.
That's right. So, well, everybody have a great week, and we'll see you on the recap show.
Have a great time at Special Olympics, everyone.
Good luck to the athletes.
See you out.